So they got, yeah, 'cause they gotta find a way to get some type of time about you, boy. I tell you that.
Yeah, yeah. There's
You know what I mean? Like it should just be about the constitutionality of it. Like it should just be uh about let me see. I mean, like what type of citizen scheme, like no longer mandatory life sentences. You know what I mean? Like just because it's a mandatory life sentence don't mean it got to be 2 years. You feel me? Like they could still come up with a sentencing metric that's like doable, but it's just taking away the mandatory life sentence. Like basically the same way they did the rest of the juvenile lifers.
yeah.
I mean, like you'll fall up under that act of like being a juvenile lifer.
What would you think? What would you think would be a? I mean, as a lifer,
Right.
what would you think would be an adequate a sentence for life?
See,
Like
my
Texas, I think is like 24 years on a life sentence.
just like my views is different with the system though. Like my views is more like merit based. You know what I mean, restorative justice. You know what I'm saying? Like mine is more like time shouldn't be the end all be all with a sentence. Like I think it should be about productivity and like merit based. Like what have you done?
Yeah,
Right? Like what are you working towards? Like show us that you changed,
incentive.
not just like yeah, because if you give me time, I can sit in my cell for 5 years straight and just sit there.
Yeah,
Nothing change in 5 years unless you put the work in to make something change. You feel me? So that's the problem with the institutions, because it's like you sentence us to 5, 10 years, and it's not really fixing the problem. It's just sitting you there for 10 years with no resources, no nothing, and then say, "Oh, okay, your time up. You no longer dangerous."
yeah,
Why? Because 5 years passed. Because 10 years passed.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
if it was me, it would be more about like your merit. I mean, what do you bring to the table? Like, show us your accomplishments, show us your change, and show us how you're being a productive member of society. Because I can stand in front of the parole board right now with a 5 year sentence and say, "Yeah, I changed. You know, I'm different. I regret. I will." You know what I mean? And they'll let you go because 5 years hit. But I'm just talking. And that's like con artist 101. Like a person just talking and all right, so where the actions at? I mean, like, what's your proof? I mean, like, what can you show us that you changed? So,
Parole has an algorithm. If you like, for certain, they look for certain words you say, and they'll write them
yeah,
down. The word mistake, I think, and then
right.
all those numbers go into a computation, and it spits out if you're ready to go or not.
Yeah, that's like severely flawed in my view. You know what I mean? It's like that's what you using to determine like should you let me go or not? Like that's dangerous. You know what I mean? Like if if I'm a productive member of society and I'm relying on the laws and the government for my safety and protection and things like that, for you to sit somebody in a cell for 5, 10 years and they don't have to do anything but just do time to release them back into society with me, I wouldn't feel safe. Like there's nothing safe about that. But since we in a system and we ain't changing that joint overnight, what do I think an adequate sentence is? I think they should mimic the other states that already do it, like a 25 to life type of thing or something like that. You feel me?
Yeah,
But I don't think it should be like how they trying to do the first degree bill, 35 years for first
yeah,
degree,
that's
25 years for second. That's that's not a thing. Like 35 years, like come on. You know what I mean? There's no difference between first and second degree murder. Like, because actually, first and second degree used to be first degree because Pennsylvania only really had 2 degrees of murder. But what they did was they took first degree and split it into 2 degrees. And this is how you get the first, second, and third
I didn't
because
know
they're
that.
really was the first and the second. And third degree used to be second degree murder.
Hmm. I didn't know
But they
that.
took first degree. I forgot when. I want to say like the 60s or 70s. I'm not too sure
Wow.
when, but it's relatively new. And all they did was split murder one in half. Like this is why you still was able to get a life sentence for second degree murder as
Yeah.
well as first degree murder. So it's like, yeah, I don't think
Yeah, that's something I don't understand either. Second degree is life without the possibility.
like it's not serving the true purpose of
Yeah.
so-called justice. Like it's not like it's just strictly punishment. It's just strictly punitive. You know what I mean? Because people can change. There's no restorative. There's no restoration in that. Even though you can't fix a person's life being lost, you feel me?
Yeah.
You can't restore that in totality. But a person can spend the rest of their life like working towards like some form of restoration. You know what I'm saying?
Here's
For
a
the
question,
family, for the community. Go ahead.
and actually, there's a couple people that asked this. Ask a dude who's doing life for killing somebody what they would want done to a person who killed the person that they love most.
Hmm.
And
See,
I thought about that at the time because, like, think of a person you love dearly. Think of somebody near you, and they killed them.
right, right.
Would you be
What
all
would you
right
want
with
done?
them doing 10 years, or 20
See,
years, or 30 years, or life? You know what I mean? That.
all right. So I'm a Muslim, right? So my beliefs is different. Like we under democratic society, so my beliefs that would never be actualized in this society, right? But I'm a firm believer in the Sharia law. You feel me?
The what?
And Sharia law. This is the laws that's that's being done in like Saudi Arabia and
Oh,
things
okay.
like that,
Okay. Yeah.
right? This is how they govern society. And when it comes to murder, right, it's three ways you could deal with that. You feel me? It's either eye for eye.
Right.
I mean, you allow the family to get their revenge, but it's carried out by the state, right? So you got the eye for eye, and or you could accept blood money from them, right? Pay me, give me the blood money, and go ahead about your business. You feel me? And now I can't do nothing to you. Once I accept that blood money, if I do anything to you, it becomes illegal upon me to do that,
Right.
right? Or you can forgive them if you so choose, which is the best route, right? So, me personally, if somebody was to kill, which happened to me, you know, it's halal people, you feel me? If somebody kills someone who I love dearly, my heart, that's the way I would want that justice carried out. Let me choose
What would
either
you
eye for
choose?
eye, blood
Or
money.
is
How,
it
how,
circumstantial?
yeah, that's a man, that's a matter of like you can say what you want now, but you won't
Yeah.
know how you feel till you're in a situation. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like now knowing that knowing that forgiving them is the best thing to do,
Right.
right? Because imagine this for a second. Imagine somebody kill your family. You see them in court. No, no, no. Imagine you kill somebody's family member. They catch you in court. You don't know where you about to land on this scale of justice. You don't know whether you about to get executed. You don't know whether you're going to be made to pay the money or be forgiven. And then the person stand up there after you done killed their family and genuinely say, you know what? I forgive you, man. And run down to you how they feel. You know what I mean? With all that, that's going to have an impact on you, bro.
remember the cop, the girl, she was a girl cop, but she was off duty. She got done work, she came home, she went to
Oh,
the
she
wrong
walked in the bull
apartment.
house.
And then, do you
Yeah.
remember, did you watch that court hearing
Yeah,
where
the
the
young boy hugged
brother
her.
then said, "Can I hug her?"
Yeah. That
And he's like, "I
changes your
forgive you." That was deep.
right. That's going to naturally make your heart get soft and like, damn, you're going to feel there's nothing you could do to me that's going to supersede the way the guilt that I hold now, the way I feel now about my actions. There's no punishment you could do to me that's going to make me be like, like, damn, wow. And the person family hug you or tell you they forgive you, and then that's going to transform you within itself and may produce a better person about
But
you.
not everybody is as empathetic, sympathetic, or sentimental. I've seen
This is
people.
correct.
I mean,
And that's why you got death
if they
penalty.
were to say "I forgive you," they would
They'll take
spit
advantage
in
of
their
it.
face and wouldn't care. Like that's cold hearted,
Facts.
and there
And
are people like that.
this is the wisdom of having those choices, though. You feel me? Because all right, they forgave you, and then you run around and you do it again to somebody, and now you do it to my folks, and now I know that all right, he did this before, and the family forgave him. I ain't giving him that break. I ain't giving him that out this time. I got the choice, but in this system, you know, they take the power out of the family members' hands. They take the power out of the victim's hand, and the state get the revenge,
Yeah,
not the victim. So it
yeah,
don't leave a person whole because it's not really true justice. The state got its justice, but the family is still broken. The family is
yeah.
still like there's no way to properly restore that because they
Restoration.
limit the contact.
Yeah, yeah. I've always thought that the victim's family should have some say in it. You don't really
They
see
have no
them
say.
get any say.
Bro, because you gotta realize, like, especially like in a state like Pennsylvania, we don't really be understanding how this law stuff work, right? It's a reason why it's the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Eddie Bell, right? It would never be whoever the victim is named. It would never be John Doe versus Eddie Bell because the state is the one who bring the charges. The state is the one who the harm was against. If you break my neck, the state take it as you did them wrong, not me, right? And they just call me in as a witness to the wrong that you did against me, right? So people be thinking they got power, like, all right, if you punch me in my face, I got something for you. I'm gonna get you locked up. But that's not your justice for real. You giving them their justice. The only remedy you have is to sue me civilly. If you punch me in
Yeah.
my mouth, the only remedy I got is to bring a civil tort against you.
And what are you gonna get
That's
from
my
me when I'm
justice.
in prison, making 19 cents an hour?
Right. So it's like, you know what I mean? So, like, a person like myself being in a situation I'm in and growing and learning and building myself as I go over these years, I try to find ways to put back into the bucket that I took from out there when I was home on the streets. You feel me? And though you will never make people whole, if you rob somebody, the only way to make them whole is to return their stuff, and you still took a little bit of them. If you kill somebody, there's no true way to restore that wrong except in the hereafter, and that depends on what you believe in. You feel me? Well, that don't depend on what you believe in, but the way that people perceive it and go about it depends on what you believe in. And so what I try to do is I try to do little things like learn what I can learn, write these books, try to talk to the youth and try to talk to my family and do as much as I'm able to try to add back to the society that I took away from so much out there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's rare. I mean, there's a few good people. There's bad people that are good inside, that have good, they're just like products of their environment. And then there are
Right.
genuinely good people. That's why I said you're, rare.
Yeah, I try.
But how many other people are going out of their
Facts.
way to look out for
Facts.
someone
I
else?
try. It's not. I'm not perfect. You feel me? You know what I mean? But don't don't confuse it with perfection. You feel me? Because you know what I mean, you got a lot of people to make mistakes. Like I still might fuck up. You feel me? I still might
Oh, everybody does.
say the wrong shit out my mouth or get into an altercation where it's like, damn, I gotta slow down. Like it's still I have flaws, you feel me? But it's about striving and working and trying to be a better version of yourself every day. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Ever. And that's what society do, bro. Like society try to make you have to be a perfect individual, right? And that's not reality. So we
Hypocritical.
gotta have more grace with each other. We gotta allow the fuckers. You
Yeah.
like I tell everybody, like especially when I just meet a woman, allow me to fuck up. You know what I mean? Don't, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm going fuck up. I'm going fuck up. It's coming. You know what I'm saying, but like that's just what it is. But like it's your intention behind it. It's like long as it's
Yeah.
not like super nefarious and you just like purposely trying to. But like it's going to be hiccups. It's going to be bad days. It's going to be mistakes. It's going to be intentional things. But you ain't even think it all the way through. So is it really intentional? Because you ain't really like. Though you doing it, but you ain't really comprehending the gravity of everything that you're doing for. And then it's like once it's done, it's like, ah, man, I was
But
on some
keep in
bullshit.
mind,
Damn,
though,
my fault.
there's levels to those mistakes too. Like
That,
some
that's a
some fuck ups aren't like coming back worthy.
redeemable. Yeah, cause
Yeah.
bitch, you can't go suck a motherfucking dick to come back talking about, oh, it was a mistake. No, no, bitch. Ordering number one when you meant to order number five, bitch, that's a fucking mistake. What the fuck you talking
Yeah.
about? But even with that, right? Even with that, prime example. This how I am, cause I understand. Well, I like to believe I understand human nature a little bit. You feel me? So it's like if you in the environment, all right, prime example, I'm in jail. So if I'm dealing with a woman, the reality is I can't put this dick in your mouth right now. That's just what it is, right? Now, if you doing what you're supposed to do, and you know, life is life, and that joint itching and you need to get scratched, and you wind up getting this scratch. Cool, right? But if you constantly putting yourself in these situations, and it's like, yo, listen, like, no, no, I'm cool, I got it. No, but reality is this. No, reality is if you at the bar smoking, drinking, you intoxicated, you ain't get the whole punch in the body, yeah. Like you putting yourself in more situations to get that joint hit. You drawn, you feel me? You drawn. But if you really trying to hold it down, but the reality is human nature get in the way, that's redeemable to me because I
Yeah.
respect that because I understand it. It's reality. But if you constantly putting yourself in situations and then you like, oh, it was a mistake. No, no, that wasn't a mistake. I could trace back everything that happened to show you how what you was doing led up to that. I can see that coming a mile away. You feel me? So
Uh,
like certain things is redeemable, certain things ain't, and it's all contextual too.
Circumstantial.
Yeah,
When I was younger, I was a cheater. I don't cheat now,
I mean,
but I
you know
guess
what I
I'm getting
mean?
old.
It ain't no thrill. Like when we young, it's more of a thrill. I
Yeah.
mean, especially as men in our society, it's more of a badge of honor. Like, yeah, I got three chicks right now who I'm banging. You feel me? But
Yeah.
as you get on, like especially how I am, like I just want a woman who's trying to progress and grow and build shit with me. If we
Yes.
could do that, it's no need. I ain't looking nowhere else. We mobbing. I'm trying to accomplish things. I'm trying to build, grow together. I'm trying to have ownership. I'm trying to get things in our name. I'm trying to own businesses together. I'm trying to make moves together. If we can't do that together, then it's like I don't really like. You know what I mean? What the hell is we doing?
Yeah. Hey, you know, and you've probably heard it, the adage, love me for me. People have taken that to like an extreme. And I
Yeah.
told my girl, listen, love me for me, but don't let me settle.
Right.
I need you to boost my confidence, and
Facts.
don't let me gain weight. And same thing with
Right.
you. I love you
Right.
for you, but
Support.
you're gaining some weight. Let's get a
Yeah, I
treadmill
love you for
together.
you and the best version of yourself.
Be the best. Yeah,
You
that's
know
a
what I
better
mean?
way of saying it. Sometimes I
People take
lack those
advantage of
words.
it. No, I do as well. But people take advantage of it. Oh no, if you're gonna be with me, you gotta love me for me. Tell me you just stay a fucking bitch. Tell me you just stay. Oh, tell me like tell me you stay a piece of shit. Tell me you stay stagnated and not want to grow and evolve and build. Yeah, I love you for you, and I'm pushing you, and you pushing me, and we building and we growing, and I'm loving you for the best version of yourself, for who you are now and who you could be.
Okay.
But if you sitting on the fucking house all day just scratch your ass and you talking about love me for me, no,
Yep.
that's not what I'm attracted to. And there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, I love you, but in this moment of our lives, it's just not clicking. We ain't on the same. There's nothing wrong because I believe in friendships, relationships, all these Jones is should be well, they are contingent upon a commonality. Once that commonality get lost, like a lot of friends I had, I realized like some friends we came together strictly because we smoke weed.
Yeah.
Right? You got weed, I got Dutch. Damn, cuz, what's up? Huh? Roll up, smoke. Damn it. So every time we met, that's what we did. We rolled up, we smoked. But if you was to take that commonality away, what's left? If it's nothing, if I stop smoking a day tomorrow and we don't have that commonality,
Yeah.
you still my guy. There's no hard feelings, but our paths have to split until it comes back again with a common purpose. Because if
Yeah.
not, then somebody's just holding somebody back.
This is like a message to me, man. This is all the stuff I've been thinking about the past couple of weeks too.
Facts, bro. And that's like really what it means for like life be life, and like people only really use that for like when shit get hard. But it's like just going through the cycle of life. Like some people come into your life for a certain purpose at a certain time because you're doing a certain thing.
Yeah.
So have you talking about criminal justice reform and restorative justice, it's going to bring a certain type of people into your life at that moment. And then you may start talking about finances and real estate and stock. That's going to bring another, and that don't mean it's any hard feelings to the guys you just sit back and smoke weed with.
Yeah.
Especially coming from our environments, bro, we get caught up on holding on to old companionships. And it's like, bro, this plane about to take off. We out. Come
Yeah.
on. And if y'all ain't ready to get on, I got to get on this plane because it's about to depart. Now, I'll come back and see if y'all ready to get on. But
I'll
right now,
send
I
you a
got to get on this plane.
postcard,
Yeah.
but I got to go on
If
this
not,
one.
right. I
Can't
got,
stay
because
back
somebody's about
here.
to hold somebody's back. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you gonna hold me back, I'm gonna hold you back, and I ain't trying to do neither one. So, so do we have a common goal? Is we working towards commonalities? If not, then damn, cool. Until next time. I
If
mean,
you love
and it may
somebody,
sound brutal,
sometimes you
but
gotta let them go. If you really love
facts,
them, let them go.
facts. Because to hold you, I'll be dragging you in the mud. And I'm the type of motherfucker. I'm assertive with my shit. I
Yeah.
want to get shit done. I got dreams and aspirations, and I ain't stopping. And if anybody in my way, I view it as a threat to my dreams and aspirations. Not a physical threat, but it's
Put a
the same
wall.
type of things that go on in your brain. Like the same type of chemicals get released in your brain for physical threats and mental threats. It's all the same in your brain. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
You
I view
develop
you as a
spite.
threat. Yeah, you a threat to my progress. So either I gotta get it done with you, or I gotta run through you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not stopping on what I'm doing of chasing my goals and dreams and getting things done and trying to restore the wrongs I can in whatever capacity I can. I'm not stopping.
Yeah, I can't. You fall in love with somebody and respect them because they're boosting you up. But when if they don't, if they're not boosting you up, how can you love and respect them? How can you love somebody and respect them if they cared about you when you're a piece of shit? You know, I'm trying to not be a
Right,
piece of shit anymore.
right.
Don't stop
That's
that. Yeah,
yeah, that built resentment because now it's like, damn, you don't believe in me for real,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So now I look at you like a motherfucker who like, oh, you don't believe in me? All right, cool. I'm gonna show you too then.
Yeah.
Like, and now you become a quote unquote enemy to what I'm trying to do. Because it's like, yo, like me personally, I got all the ambition in the world, but ain't nothing wrong with having a woman that say, "Damn, babe, go get him, babe. Damn, good job. Damn, I see that. I like that. Damn, all right, how we going to accomplish that?
Yeah,
I love that shit.
yeah,
I'm gonna do it regardless. But
yeah.
I would love to
That's
have a motherfucker that's like, I mean, for lack of better words, holding my nuts up.
another adage. I guess this is adage day. One of my favorite sayings, though, is behind every great man is a greater woman. You know what I mean?
And vice versa.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
But
Like I want
she,
to be able to support mines as well. Hold her nuts up. You know what I mean, for lack of better words,
yeah,
motivate and support her.
yeah.
You know what I mean, that's vice versa, bro. Can't do it by yourself.
No. Martin Luther King. He had Coretta King. Who's
And all
Coretta
the other
Scott?
was yeah, yeah, Red Sky King,
Yeah.
and all the other. It's like no, no, but yeah,
I
everybody
remember
there,
reading
bro.
that biography. She was a beast, man. Even
Yeah,
when he was being accused of stuff,
right. Still
she said,
buying,
"This isn't the time for
supporting
that.
you.
You have a mission. We got to do this."
You know what I mean, I would
And
love a
Nelson
woman.
Mandela's wife too, Winnie.
Yeah,
She did two
yeah, she
years.
rolled with him. Right.
But you know what happened when he got out?
What?
He left her. I mean,
Yeah.
I read the reasons why. Basically, at least
Why
from
you
what I
leaving?
got, she was nuts. She was like crazy. She was ordering people to be killed by the tire, where they put a tire over
Oh
you and put
yeah,
gasoline
and
on it and
burn
burn it,
it. Yeah,
and he wasn't for it.
yeah. That's a prime example of when them commonalities no longer mix. Yeah, you. We gotta part ways, baby. I love you, but you burning people by the tire. I ain't on that right now.
This
I mean, it ain't
position
conducive
went
to my
right to
mission.
your head, woman.
Right, right. You gotta be excommunicated.
We came this far to change this. We didn't come this far to be that.
Yeah, right. Facts.
Yeah, he did
No, that's heavy.
27 years. Harmon Woods, he has 43 years in. That was a deep case.
Yeah, it's man, that should be sad, man, when you see him ahead, man. You know what I mean? Like 40, 50 years, man. Like it's a bull down there, man. This bull got 50 years in jail, man. That shit. Like it's like, come on. Come
How
on.
is his how does he act? Does he seem like a killer, or does he seem like he's
No.
he could be in
No.
society and compassionate?
He can be in society, but the more you keep a person away from society, the less they could be. Like it's like a double-edged sword. Cause they'll start saying stuff like, "Yeah, I don't think he's able to. What's the word? I don't think he be able to
Acclimate.
properly acclimate exactly back into society." But that's because you kept him away from society for 50 years, bro.
I
He don't
did
even know what a
12.
pager is.
I did 12, and And I thought, I know what I'm doing. I've kept up with things. I know the cell phones.
Right.
No, man, that thing sent me into a depression. And the people around me, they weren't much help. They weren't, explaining stuff to me.
Right.
Like, yeah, I was scammed so many times. I can't tell you how many people got over on
Bro, I'm
me.
working on another book right now, bro. It's about the mental health challenges that's that we face from growing up in the inner city, right? And it's a part in that joint about how incarceration only exacerbates that. You feel me? And it's
The
like
cycle.
they don't care. They
Yeah.
don't
How many?
care.
I read the numbers of how many dads are in prison, and I've already read like the story, the psychological surveys or whatever essays on what happens to a child whose dad is in jail.
Right.
They statistically usually end up in jail.
Adding to the trauma.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, we got to take it upon ourselves to fix ourselves. We can't keep relying on people to fix us. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's my driving force as well. I understand where I'm at. I understand where I'm at. I understand, like, now I understand it. Like I understand it now.
Yeah.
This is not they are not here to fix you. Though their mission statement may say this and they may claim that, in actuality and reality, that's not what it is. And when you do a thing or rely on them for a thing, they'll tell you like, man, you a grown ass man. You supposed to figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
The fuck? You treat me like a kid, but then when you don't feel like doing something, you say, "Oh man, you grown, man. You figure it out."
Right.
What? I ain't got no resources. You stripped everything from me. I ain't got no essence or anything. I would love to figure it out on my own. I love to do it on my own.
Yeah.
But everything is restricted and taken away. So it's like a vicious circle and cycle, man. That's why I just, man, that's why I do me. And that's why I can't take no for an answer. I need to get things done. I need to build with people. I need to network because I liken it to an island, bro. When you in prison, you on a deserted island, a barren island, and you gotta have those bridges to the mainland. And if you ain't got those bridges to the mainland, bro, to get the resources and the supplies you need, bro, you gonna be stuck barren.
I feel like it's only going to get worse if we don't do something. The people who are expecting that this is supposed to work are people who don't understand it. And I know a lot of people are Trump
They
fans,
never
but
been in this position.
I even like Trump. But Trump, he was born into money, and
Right.
I mean, he was given, I think, like almost $10 million or something, and he lost it.
Yep.
And he was given it again. Not all of us get that chance.
Fact. They never understand that, man. The only way to change it now, man, is to focus on the youth, man. We gotta teach the youth, man. We gotta teach them these laws. We gotta teach them about financial
Yeah.
literacy, man.
I got a few more too we can work on. That you
Now
might
let me
like.
grab my pen before they shut off.
That's
Go
well,
ahead.
actually, I'll make a copy of it and send it to you. I wrote it.
Uh,
I wrote them really tiny for some reason. And there I wrote really small because I guess I thought paper was valuable.
yeah, like you say paper. Nah, man, I'll do the
Yeah.
same thing. Just send it through the email.
The paper I got. This is stuff that I had in there. This is how I wrote my little notes.
Yeah, I write the same way. I mean, it's survival, John. It's a scarcity. Scarcity thing.
Ever like the toothpaste, I goes all the way to the end. Mustard, ketchup. I'm watching people throw the bottle away. Like, what the heck?
Right.
You just add a little water
There's
to
nothing
it.
left.
You are not in
Can
jail
eat that for 3
anymore,
more
Damien.
days. No, I appreciate you though, man. This joint about to click off, man.
All
I
right,
appreciate
man.
you though, man.
Let me know
man,
in the
it's
next
always a
one, maybe like
pleasure.
a week or two, or whenever they have time to do it.
All right,
I'm usually here.
I got you, man. No, man, I appreciate you, man.